One of the reasons is that I think while we are in a very commercial environment that we all compete against each other, it's very important for companies who work together in the Satcoms group to actually come to places like Odense, which is where we are today.
I have to say I'm very happy that I came here. It was my first SIG workshop, and going into this I figured if I could get 5 new ideas, 5 new pieces of information and knowledge out of it, that'd be great. Well, about 20 minutes into the first session yesterday, and my notebook was filling up with ideas and new knowledge. It was fantastic. So I'm very happy that I came here, and I'm very impressed by seeing the level of comfort between the technology vendors and between the service providers in sharing information, in trying to improve in trying to look at how we as an industry together can improve and get better at providing services to our customers, independent of organizational boundaries. So that was it was a great experience.
Well, I think the workshops, from what I've seen over the past 2 days, and this is my first SIG workshop, it's an excellent opportunity for representatives from sort of a multitude of perspectives to just kind of come together and figure out what's important. Like, you can see a lot of next steps being proposed for problems currently in the industry. Like, we've heard loads of discussion about the direction that SOMAP needs to go, things like that. And then it's also just a great opportunity to kind of network. And in our case, even though we're not, say, producing or directly buying antenna equipment or things like that, potential clients are, and so it's a great opportunity to just see what things they're interested in and how we could adjust the product or sort of change it in a way that suits them.
So I think the other thing that SIG is very good at is bringing in a whole new level of technical expertise into a room and actually sharing people's knowledge and people's skill set in a very much an open forum environment. And in the industry that we're in, the satellite industry, which is very competitive, it's really refreshing to see this sharing of knowledge in a rather sort of learning establishment.
Also, the talk about combining LEO and GEO and how they'll work together in the future with this, say, virtualized user terminals that can interactively switch between LEO, MEO, and GEO, and so on. I think that's an exciting thing for the future.
The main takeaways from the SIG workshop are that we have a lot of the same issues as previous and new emerging issues. It's never, every time is unique, and every time is, every SIG workshop is kind of themed around certain events, but yet sometimes we still come back to the same topics, and sometimes we have to table topics until we can get the right people in the room to talk about it, or we gain more experience with the issue.
So I want to add that for me, the key takeaway is putting people together in the same room to talk about their problems, because interestingly enough, everyone has very similar problems, and yeah, if we work together to solve them, we've got brilliant people in the room. It's I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy, but putting and starting these conversations is the first step to solving the problems, and it's very nice to see all the players from the antenna providers, the people that actually produce the antennas, to the satellite operators, network operators, service providers, and everyone has its problems, but it all adds to a whole system that without these rooms, without these discussions that are happening here, it would be very hard to tackle these problems. So for me, sparkling this conversation it's been really good idea, and hopefully we can contribute in the future in future events like this one for sure.
I look forward to increasing discussions about the impact of virtualization in our industry. I think that's a message that is being received now, is being processed now, and we have to see how it plays out and how we can grow the mindshare throughout our industry.